Let's talk about the fastest way to factor quadratic trinomials. We're going to be referring to this standard form over here on the right. In the standard form, a, b, and c are all numbers. A is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is a constant. We're going to be talking about two procedures. For the first procedure, a equals 1, and we are going to make what we call the x chart. The second procedure is for when a does not equal 1, and for that we're going to make what we call the star chart. Let's start with a equals 1. Looking at this example, notice that I have x squared. That means that the coefficient is 1, so a equals 1. For this, we are going to make the x chart. So we're going to draw a big X. I'm going to take a times c, so a is 1, c is negative 24. And I'm going to put a times c in the top part of the x. Then I'm going to put b in the bottom part of the x. b equals 2 for this problem.
I'm going to find two numbers that multiply to negative 24 and add to 2.
Those two numbers are 6 and negative 4. Once I have these two numbers, I'm going to use those to make the factors in my answer. So this is positive 6 and negative 4. So my answer is x plus 6 times x minus 4. And that is my answer. Let's do another example. I have x squared minus 13x plus 40. Again, notice that a equals 1. So I'm going to make the x chart. I'm going to take a times c and put it in the top spot. I'm going to take b and put it in the bottom spot. I'm going to find two numbers that multiply to 40 and add to negative 13. Those two numbers are negative 8 and negative 5. Once I have these two numbers, they become part of my answer. So I get x minus 8 times x minus 5. And that is the procedure for when a equals 1. That is our x chart. Next, let's talk about the procedure for when a does not equal 1. For this first example on the left, 3x squared minus 2x minus 5, notice that a equals 3, so a does not equal 1. When a doesn't equal 1, we are making a star instead of an x, so I have that extra horizontal line. Similar to before, I'm going to take a times c and put it in the top spot, so 3 times negative 5 is negative 15, and I'm going to take b, in this case negative 2, and put that in the bottom spot. Then I'm going to take a, which is 3, and I'm going to put that with an x in these two spots. And next, similar to the x chart, I'm going to find two numbers that multiply to negative 15 and add to negative 2. Those two numbers are negative 5 and 3. Next step is we are going to consider these two fractions, and we are going to simplify them if possible. 3x over negative 5 doesn't simplify, but 3x over 3 simplifies to x over 1. So these become my factors. So my answer is, let's do it in blue, my answer is 3x minus 5 times x plus 1. Let's do another example. Notice again, in this case, a equals 2, so a does not equal 1. When a doesn't equal 1, I make a star chart. I'm going to take a times c and put it in the top spot. I'm going to put b in the bottom spot. 2 times 5 is 10, and b is 11. A is 2, so I'm going to put 2x in these two spots. Two numbers that multiply to 10 and add to 11 are 10 and 1. Simplify the two fractions if possible. 2x over 10 simplifies to x over 5. 2x over 1 does not simplify. So these two fractions become my answer. My answer is x plus 5 times 2x plus 1. And that is factoring using the x chart and the star chart.